Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. I just decided to go live tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and send invites to people like Duke and Katie and maybe Malps. I don't know. It just depends on if people like Malps, Flea, or others want to join. Maybe I might also send an invite to Duke. Maybe he would like to join as well. I don't know. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and send some invites before I continue on with my day. Oh wait, I got to make the link. Okay, copy the link and then I'm gonna send it to you. Animate first. Then I'm gonna send it to the VR chat, group chat. Yeah, I'll send it. Maybe I'll send one to Duke later if he wants to join. Yeah. Yeah. Katie will be here in a minute. So. Oh.
Hello there.
I'm gonna try to join soon because I'm in the VR chat with my other friend who you don't know. Are you, Animate?
Things have gone a little bit different now to the fact that I have little cuties in my computer. Well, creepypastas and the cute versions.
Hold on, I gotta turn my fan down so I can hear you.
This is like these guys are just going crazy, right? Are just doing something that they're not supposed to do. Oh god.
Can I join as well? Alrighty, then do you have Discord or do I just send it in the chat? Okay, Ethan has Discord, so I'm just going to send it to him.
Rusky is just sleeping on the ground right now. He's on. He's in the lantern. And Jeff, why are you trying to clone yourself? No. Oh God, why did I just throw him at the wall? That's crazy. Oh. Where is he going? Cody's just sitting down. Mesky is just sleeping right next to him. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! I think I went a little crazy with these guys.
Yeah, Ethan, I sent you the link on Discord, so yeah. Seat. What? No, that wasn't me. All right.
And nah, no, not like that. Eh. Why? Yeah, that was not what I had in mind.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was so cute. And he holding a little lantern. Hello.
Uh, when Duke gets online, when Duke gets online, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to join.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna. Hey, hey, hey. Jeff is trying to clone himself again, and I don't want that to happen. And I just threw him. Whoops.
They were right about you. Is that a thumbtack? Okay,
I
that
don't.
was clearly a fake. It's a video I found on Instagram.
Okay.
There's a video of what looks to be a kid with a thumbtack in his eye.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
But then when he takes it out, I could clearly tell that was a fake eye, like rubber.
Oh,
I'm guessing he filled his eye with fake pus or something. I don't know.
I see. And these two are climbing on the ceiling, which is just great.
That's interesting. All right.
Hey, get down! You two, get down! Oh, come on! Muskie just cloned himself again. Ah!
Oh no, I fell. All right. Shh. How about new? Let's see what's like Karen McAllister. All right. It's an artificial eye. Wait, what? SpongeBob SquarePants. All right. Is that you? Six did. Amazing.
Oh my god, this guy wants to be put down. Okay, I'll lay you down. Whoops. I accidentally dropped him and not put him down.
That would have been a Nazi fall.
No. Get down! Whoops.
They were right about you. The song stuck in my head. House. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. My twin brother used to say that all the time. Ugh. I'm all right.
Okay, these guys are asleep now. Well. Oh, come on. Why?
What do you mean?
I actually cannot tell that Jessica was actually not asleep because he cannot sleep.
Oh, Katie's here.
Yep. Hello, Katie.
Hi.
I am currently taking care of these guys right about now, but these guys don't listen.
Oh boy.
Get back to sleep. You, go back to sleep. You, go back to sleep. You too, go back to sleep. Why are you moving in your sleep?
What the heck?
I didn't start laughing until Katie said, "What the heck?"
Those guys don't ever listen.
That was funny.
The fact that they were actually my VR, five of my VR chat avatars.
Oh.
Go to your room now, or I'll call Labyrinth Fan 2005 on you.
What?
Bowser screams like a girl.
Tiki Toby, why you guys are sleeping while crawling? Do. Stay there. Stay. Go back to sleep. You guys need your nap times.
We don't want to.
You had to like voice them, huh?
I had to.
Yeah, that would be another funny moment. Also, I did send like funny moments in your server, but
Oh yeah.
they just clone themselves all crazy.
Oh boy.
Twin triplets time.
Like I told Yin Yang earlier, when Duke gets online, I'm gonna see if he wants to join.
Oh, I just see another ground invader out of Bowser and Sid, I see.
Let's see what this is all about.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay.
Hello, Sid. How are you doing?
Bowser, I'm very angry right now because today is my sweet piano's birthday. I don't get why those sad stupid characters need birthdays in the first place. They don't even deserve birthdays.
I know, right? Wait a second. I have an idea, Sid. We should go ruin my sweet piano's birthday.
Great idea. Should we interrupt them and claim that birthday parties are for babies?
Actually, I wanted to do something else. There's going to be a fireworks show later tonight. We should ruin it instead by replacing the fireworks with a jump scare.
Oh my god. That is so genius. And knowing how much of crybabies they are, they're going to faint from this.
Okay, I'll meet you at the Senria house at 9:15.
Okay. See you then.
The fireworks are about to begin. Are you ready, my sweet piano?
Yes, my melody. This is going to be awesome.
The fireworks will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm scared. What? He betrayed! No! That's gotta be his evil clone.
Hey you! That is not funny. Look at what you did. Your BND Doom jump scare made them pass out.
You better leave in the peanuts and Sonria later. Or else I will swap you with my steel paddle.
Bowser and Sid, for what you two did, I'm going to call Mario and Labyrinth Fan 2005 about this.
Oh no you don't.
Oh gosh. If there was a part 2, I would definitely save you.
Whoa Bowser. I was not expecting that.
Bowser and sit, 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 Bowser and sit. Get over here right now.
Oh, I will come over there to bait you up.
Oh my god. I can't feel my legs.
That's what you get for grounding me too much. Now me and Sid are going to rule the world.
Wait Bowser. Is this part of the plan?
It is now. Oh, and by the way, Maro, I've kidnapped Katie as well. She is going to be my slave for the rest of her life, and you are never going to see her again. Come on, Sid. Let's get out of here.
Okay, Bowser.
Oh god.
Oh boy. I wonder when part 2 is coming.
I was gonna also rescue you for that and help you out. Although I'm a little shy at first, but I'll try my best. It's up to you, Katie, if you want to.
Yeah, right. It is bad. I wonder when part 2 is gonna be posted. Probably after you're done making it.
Yeah. I just need to think of what to make.
Hello, you animate! What is up, my dude?
Oh my god! You just
Came
added
in
the
laughing.
Yes, I'm just laughing because you added the Mickey Mouse scream from Talon.
Oh yeah. I had to.
Anyways, what's up, you animate? I have some little guys on my computer doing some crazy things right about now.
It reminds me. Oh my god. Those Mickey Mouse screaming were hilarious. They made me laugh so hard, not gonna lie.
And Masky's climbing on the wall again. And saying what's like Toby.
Your membership.
Jeff, put that down! Jeff, put it down! Bad! What?
Yeah, anyway, how's everyone's days been today?
Good.
Okay.
Right. I'm trying to.
Anyways, these guys were just on my computer, just chilling and doing some other stuff. But I accidentally shaked Jet to kill and actually accidentally let him go. Whoopsies. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Why are you asleep? Why are you bad? Whoops. Sorry. I think I went a little crazy with these guys.
I'm gonna ask Duke if he wants to join.
Yeah.
Vicky
What's
is
your guy?
climbing on the wall. Hoodie's climbing on the wall. He's gonna climb on the wall as well.
What's your guys' opinions on this Tell on Me video I've made last time called Patrick is Dangerous?
It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
I kind of, yeah, especially when Jack was in it, or Lavin fan.
Yeah. Imagine, like, you know, 2 dogs, I guess. Yeah, Jack and Dylan. Yeah.
Okay, he said
And
sure, so I'm gonna send him the link.
And Jeff and Tikitobi's climbing on the ceiling right about now. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, and what about the video where Minnie Mouse wasn't having it with Mickey Mouse?
Classic.
Yeah, I added this one where it has you and E in it, of course.
Come on, you guys, get
I
down.
wouldn't do that at Ian, but I would definitely do that at Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toby,
Yeah.
Jessica, get down. Oh God, they're on your video right about now. They're right on it and not in it. Get down.
Yeah. Yeah, and you and David would if you guys hear that screaming of mine, you guys would be shocked. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be. I would never want to do that to him. I would never want to hurt him. Not at all. And I would never even want to hurt these guys who never listen to Thunder.
Oh.
Except I don't even have Thunderman on my computer, unfortunately. No. Except I hope they will make one for him. Hope they will make one for him soon. I was hoping.
It's probably gonna be a surprise. I'm assuming Katie's gonna include all members of the BPO in like part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a good plan. But I don't know about me though. I was getting a little scared that Bowser or Sid would try to attack me. If I would send a couple of my characters after them, that would have just protected me, I think.
What's in the private chat?
That was just randomly. That was just a thing.
Oh, I saw this video.
Oh, come on! Come on, Hoodie. Why did you have to clone yourself? Why?
Wait, what?
Hoodie just cloned himself for some odd reason. Get out of here, clone!
Over and...
I don't need a Hoodie twins in my computer. I already had a Hoodie. If there's a blue one version, I would accept that.
Yeah, and Katie, you just heard me saying that I'm not doing any chores, and you just went up with me, and then
your wife, Minnie Mouse, gave us a whole bunch of chores, man, and I don't want to do any of this.
Oh God, this one.
Yes. Let me see that. She wants me to clean the laundry, do the lawn, pick up the clothes. I ain't doing it. Hell yeah, Mickey Mouse, that's the spirit. You know what? I got something to say to this. Hey, Minnie, we're not going to do this chores in this house, motherfucker. So do it yourself. How am I going to do that?
Oh boy.
Oh crap.
Oh, they messed with the wrong girl.
Yeah, messed with the wrong girl. Or Yoshi, whatever you want to call it. Even though, because Katie's avatar was Yoshi.
They messed with the wrong girl there.
Oh boy.
Yeah. These guys are just climbing. These guys are just doing nothing. I forgot to mention this guy usually likes to sleep. Get back to sleep! Whoops. I did not mean to throw you. I meant to put you to sleep. Lay down. Go to sleep. There you go.
And later on, I'm gonna be going to Universal Studios Hollywood later on.
Ooh,
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Look at this group I made.
Okay.
All right, share screen and.
Yeah.
JD, if you want, I can send you the PNGs for like the ones you don't have, which you can point out as soon as I show the picture.
Okay.
Well, I don't really want to know if I don't really want to send in my creepypasta characters because I might be afraid you might be scared of them, though, because that's why I didn't want to bother sending them. Oh, if you want, though, not there.
I do know you have is my microphone picking up? Yeah. I do know that you have Cecil and Rainbow Dash. What about the other 4?
Okay, I do have Mangle. The other 3 I don't have.
All right, I'll send them.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Here's Henry.
Henry. Yeah, sorry, Henry. I made the name.
And Penelope, of course.
Penelope.
Also, don't mind the fact that Penelope doesn't even have the flowers anymore, but don't worry, she's still cute.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Masky. Why do you have to clone yourself again? Really?
Hey, Cookie. Cookie.
I figure you can have this group, save your character in part 2. If it depends on you really.
Just don't think about it.
All right.
Just hope these troublemakers don't come. If they do, I'm sending my creepypastas.
Yeah, and I'll gladly give them knuckle sandwiches as well.
Same with me, though. Or at least I think that Horrorpoo's sleeping or doing some other plans. That will probably be a failure.
Yeah.
I am definitely sick and tired of dealing with Horrorpoo nonstop every time. Because he always tries to bother us.
Yeah. And speaking of Horrorpoo, he's just helping Bowser and Sid to cheat on their test.
Oh gosh. And Horrorpoo, if you dare to come attack us, I'm saying my creepypastas after you. And by the way, they actually betrayed the troublemakers just to help me out.
Oh yeah. And
They're
what? Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
What were you saying?
Well, what will happen if Horrorpoo did a prank on you by giving you a bottle of water, and instead they have coffee, and when you drink it, you feel it's hot, and then you got mad at Horrorpoo, then he runs away.
Well, I would not fall for that because I don't drink coffee.
Oh yeah.
But he would never get himself getaway because Hoodie or Brian Thomas has blocked his way and just sent him away.
Oh. I hate this character from Italian Brain Rot.
Me
Italian
too.
Brain Rot.
I don't want to deal with these guys.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Italian Brain Rot.
Me neither.
Ugh.
But I do have a feeling my brother will like that because he's starting to get towards some brainlock guys right about now. Although I'm not even mad at him. Also, why would I even want to be mad at like a family member who likes things? It's just anyway.
I'm waiting for our comic relief to come on, which is Duke.
Okay. Although I don't really know him much.
Well, he's the guy who's been in my podcast recently.
Oh, I see.
And I think he's here.
Oh.
If they'll let me scroll down, that is.
What's your opinion on Megan?
I liked it when I watched it.
Yeah.
My reaction after Bowser and Sid escaped.
Oh boy. Well, in my opinion, in my opinion, I do like Megan. However, it's not my favorite movie, sadly.
Oh
Yeah, but
there is
but
one scene I do remember from Megan.
Yeah, where Megan was dancing on the halls. I remember that part.
Yes, that.
Yeah, I've already watched this. I've watched the second one already.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you
And
think of it?
I thought it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's good.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh.
Hello.
And Duke, there's something I gotta say to you.
Hmm?
Hey Duke, Horpoo thinks that you're a bully to him, Duke.
Oh gosh.
That's the sound of him going into the toilet.
Oh god, Katie Toby's on Kay's video again. And he just jumped down.
Yeah.
Just to avoid getting in trouble.
What's up?
Oh, free. What's your opinion on Family Guy? I like it.
I like Family Guy, however, it's not my favorite show.
I don't really know much about that show.
Yeah. I like South Park better.
Can I meet Chan?
Oh, Melody.
Oh,
My Melody.
Melody. Hold on, I gotta take out Chromie.
Oh, Gromy. Hi, Gromy.
Hi.
Can I meet Chan?
And Horpoo thinks that my Melody is a bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't worry, the South Park boys will take care of him.
Hey, Duke. How about you show you know how to share a screen, right?
Since I have in my phone, probably not.
Well, maybe you can show it on your computer or something. But I was wanting you to show highlights from our podcast where we were reading the review on animated views of the Finding Nemo 2 to CV.
If you could show me, as long as the Wi-Fi doesn't slow down on me, it's. Let's just say the Wi-Fi in my computer for some reason is starting to act like a mood here.
I think one of the biggest highlights is when Duke struggled to say Skiffa D Duda.
Feel like I was having a stroke there, or maybe it's a Windows X, or maybe Duke.exe has stopped working. Like skip.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh crap!
Uh-oh.
Get out of here, Horpoo.
Oh no. Horpoo, why? Yeah, leave us alone, Horpoo. Don't make me send my creepypastas after you.
How about no? How about yes?
Yeah. You know what? That's it. Creepypasta guys, like Irish Dad, Masky, Hoodie, Tiki Tubby, and Jump the Killer. Get him. And him too, of course.
Pew, pew, pew.
Well, Diane's ours.
Pew, pew, pew.
It's not a global phenomenon. Okay. I'm gonna look for my accounts.
Okay.
Yeah. And Horpu said, okay, I'm leaving.
Also, your anime. Speaking of him.
Okay, listen here. That's not the Caillou I know.
Yeah.
Also, in a couple
That's
live streams with Bert of Seven Friends, I was getting a little concerned because the horror I seen in your animate's camera thing was that pretty much the mask. I wonder where you actually got it.
Yeah. I'd rather not talk about that. But I only have it just to make him invade live streams and cause trouble.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he's not even doing it right now. That's good.
Yeah.
My favorite scene from Winnie the Pooh Blood Honey was when Katie pushed Pooh down the stairs, causing him to have a cussing spree like Peter Griffin falling down the stairs.
I don't know. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, even though I'm not a fan of Blood Honey. I'm not.
Me neither. Neither does my creepypasta guys, because I prefer these guys more than that stupid horror Pooh Bear.
I made my own language. Hiya, Jack.
Yeah, I don't even like what there's, bad movies like Sausage Party.
Blech.
Boo, I made...
It's so disgusting. And don't forget about these other ones, Spermageddon.
Blech. More worse.
Yeah, Spermageddon, it's pretty much worse.
Oh no. Not that movie, even though it's from where? Ireland? Why?
That movie is not gonna lie or got anything, guys, but that movie was too painful for me to watch.
But for right now, it's released somewhere in Ireland. I don't think it's gonna release in English yet, because
I don't want it to release.
I'm trying to skip over to the part where he starts where he struggles to say.
Skip.
Sorry, man. Joe Ramp is jocks. Gosh darn it.
Almost.
Throughout the film. As an additional action sequence. Excuse me. Very strong, very entertaining characters and personalities. And Skip-a-dee doo that.
Cube.exe has stopped working.
Skip-a-dee doo.
When I started having a struggling, I literally set out the lyrics from that Cody Simpson song from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs Part 2 for some reason. But for the sake of the comedy stuff, why not?
For some reason. Skip-a-dee. No. Skip a la la dee la da da do. La da da dee be la la da da you. Wait. No. Why am I saying the lyrics of La Da Dee from Cody Simpson now?
That's what I just said, Army. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Skippity doo da.
Oh gosh.
Another is the Surly. The Surly Hermit. And a quick rendition of A Whale of a Tale made me laugh. Oh, why not the Skippity Doo, whatever the heck that was called? It's Ned the Sailor song from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The Disney film that featured a captain named Nemo. Wait, you're saying Nemo was a human and not a fish? Well, it's nice knowing you.
Oh, har har, other me. Har har.
Too soon? No, I wasn't a late goer, but it just has just come out.
I'm trying to see where you think THX.
Clownfish fodder lavishes extra care. Anyway, Nemo swims off, trying to is a swim mask that fell to the bottom of the ocean. Marlin meets up and is teamed with Dory, who suffers from short-term memory loss, providing many of the film's best and unexpected moments of comedy. And together they vow to find Nemo and bring him home. Meanwhile, our little flipper has ended up in a fish tank of an Australian dentist. A tank filled with other fish desperate to escape due to their being tortured by the dentist's niece, Darla. Like
that was true because they saw a picture of a dead corpse.
With Bernard,
you know,
Herman's
for kids.
Unforgettable string theme and deadly to all fish. Yeah, thanks a lot, THX, for making Darla sound louder, and thanks a lot, Pixar, for making us give us the creeps with Bernard Herrmann and Alfred Hitchcock.
I basically blame THX for just making Finding Nemo sound like a horror film, but at the end of the day, it's still enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to the part where you describe Mr. Encyclopedia.
But anyway, after the trailers, we're led into the dentist's fish tank for a swim through of the backdrop before it finally rests to display the main menu. Here, I went right into the bonus materials. So a pretty funny Easter egg to be found here too. Thank you, Pixar, for not adding the anglerfish on Mr. Race Encyclopedia.
That was true, because why do we need to be scared of the anglerfish again?
Besides, we see her several times in the freaking trailers. So
and Jaws. Also, be sure to stick around for the final credits.
Really, for now.
And I thought the Shrek 2 DVD menu was hilarious. Oh wait, they both were. Back over the 2 discs and point out the aquarium icon. The backdrops are not find any info marking this out. It packs in a great deal and covers a lot of in-depth ground for a relatively short piece, such as the dangers of making Nemo's world too real, and the pacey editing keeps. And
when I think of too realistic, I think of artificial intelligence. Wait, that's a different kind of realistic world.
Right.
The commentary from production designer Ralph Eggleston, character art director Rick Navira, and
who do you think
art
he was?
director Robin
Rick
Cooper
Astley?
makes more sense.
Wait, no, wrong. I'm thinking a different cover, Rick.
You know what? Let's just watch the whole thing.
Oh boy.
So basically, the story behind these podcasts is that me and Jack go through a lot of Pixar DVDs. Some contain a lot of comedic material because of how funny they are. But the main story behind this is that we actually go through the many DVDs because of how nostalgic they are, like Cars or Monsters Inc. When DVDs were good, and back when their bonus features were gold, like gold or peak cinema right there. But nowadays they're just a snooze fest. If you get my point. Wait,
Yeah.
speaking of, me with the new bonus features.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, we're just, I think watching this whole thing can easily pass the time. Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. Now, if you remember on that community post I sent, yes, I deleted the video we made yesterday because I made the mistake of making us skip the case study, but then all of a sudden I felt bad because the whole thing was pretty much unread. So yeah, we're doing it again. But I promised Duke that after this we would not do another podcast for like the next few days or so.
Snoopy. Yeah. Really?
We all need breaks.
And for those who were curious and on what video we were initially going to do a 2 podcasts in one day. So for those of you seen yesterday, we did Santa Claus 2. For what Jack pointed out is a very underrated film for him. And we were going to do another article from that he found that is more interesting than DVD Dizzy, or is it DB Dizzy? I don't know.
I couldn't pronounce that right.
You can get the point on here. And already this looks very interesting. So I think this is going to be more interesting reading this for the second time, or should I say first for anyone who's new to this. So
Literally any podcast that me and Jack could do could have more of the budget than Mud Brown and the 7 Discord mods. Sorry, I mean Snow White 2025
from the Disney
and the
Studios
7
over the years.
PS1.
It's the death
whatever
of a
the
parent that
Hagrids
sets
were.
the plot in motion.
Too soon?
When Clownfish's Nemo's mother, named Coral, and almost all of her eggs are lost to a barracuda attack at her home under the sea on the Great Barrier Reef. Not even 2 minutes into the video, and we saw not even 2 minutes into the movie, and we already get something so dramatic and so unexpected. After what? A minute you load in the first disc, or 2 minutes, or like 5 or 2 to 3 minutes you load into disc 2. You see a preview, and you see the how beautiful the menu screens were, which we'll get to in a momentarily. Thanks a lot.
To be honest, that was
a lot, Pixar, for giving us a
perfect
right there.
Perfectly, there's a perfect representation. Like you get something relaxing, but the next thing you know, something dramatic happens. I mean, that's what every horror movie would do anyway.
Has yet to be born and escapes the predator unharmed, the only surviving egg. Marlin, his clownfish father, lavishes extra care and attention on Nemo as he grows older. Something that does not always sit easy with the little fish himself, especially when his dad's overprotecting nature embarrasses him on his first day of school. I find moms always do that to their sons in their first day. Anyway,
this is why I wanted to do
Nemo
here. He's
swims off, trying to prove that he can take care of himself, but soon gets tangled up, quite literally, in a diver's net and taken away from Marlin and the school. But as his dad tries to keep up with the diver's boat, he unfortunately loses them with the only clue to the destination. The only clue, and that is a swim mask that fell to the bottom of the ocean. Marlin meets up and is teamed with Dory, who suffers from short-term memory loss.
Dory or Dora? Wait, wrong character.
And together they vow to find Nemo and bring him home. Meanwhile, our little Flipper has ended up in a fish tank of an Australian dentist. A tank filled with other fish desperate to escape due to their being tortured by the dentist's niece, Darla. Like Sid in Toy Story, Darla is a psycho. complete with Bernard Herrmann's unforgettable string theme and deadly to all fish.
Thanks a lot,
thanks
Alfred
a lot,
Hitchcock,
VHS,
again.
making Darla sound louder, and thanks a lot, Pixar, for making us give us the creeps with Bernard Herrmann and Alfred Hitchcock.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Alfred.
Will, Marlon, Dory, a team of
Wait,
stoner
I said that too soon.
turtles and the Crazy Pelican be able to reach to Sydney in time and stop Nemo from becoming sushi? Wait, sushi? Excuse me? Are we?
I thought it was fish and
Enemy
chips.
views. Are we in Sydney or Tokyo? Are we in Sydney or
That's
Tokyo?
what I just said.
Wait. Why would you say Nemo would become sushi when he would just become fish and chips in Australia?
That's the point.
You know,
That's
the
the
point with
point.
that. Oh, that
That's
could have made
the
it more
point.
simple.
It wouldn't make sense if Marlon and Dory
Anyway,
actually went to Tokyo
swim to shore.
until
Come on.
what?
Oh, wait.
2,500
It
miles
already
into the sea? No, thank you.
The biggest film of its year, live action or animated, comes to DVD in a great little package that does justice to the movie itself and continues the standard set by previous collaborations from Disney and Pixar on disc. The fact that my copy of Nemo just came in a couple of days after seeing it in the theater. No, I wasn't a
when
late
DVDs
blower,
were
but it
at its
just
finest.
had just come out here in the UK, made it even more exciting. As with Slyvin Chomet's recent Belleville Renovus / the triplets of Belleville. What? What the?
Hey guys, this is me after seeing
Wait
Barney's
a minute.
World.
Triplets of Belleville. Oh, never heard of it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Back on track. Nemo is a film
back on track.
one wants
Thank you,
to
Utterme,
watch
for
right away
summing that
again,
up.
not just for the sheer pleasure,
Wait,
but to
why am I
study
pointing
it and take it
How
all
to
in.
Train Your Dragon now?
Already this week,
wait,
I spent over 8
right.
hours on Nemo. From 35 to see it in a digital theater, I paid for a friend also, 20 for the soundtrack CD, and now 30 for the DVD. But I've a ways to go before I'm all Nemo'd out. Wow, Nemo'd out. Oh, it's nice
har
knowing you
har.
before you got Nemo'd out in a Black Friday haul. Oh wait, the DVD released weeks before Black Friday. Oh wait, har har. Still, this new disc should do the trick with.
I'm probably. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm glad I got the
One.
2003 DVD
That's the
just
first
to
tongue
replace
twist I
my
had today.
2012 Blu-ray because
What
I want to
with
feel the
extensive
nostalgia
lineup of
a lot
extras
more than
and
the one we have
bonuses.
nowadays.
But at the center of it all is a fairly small story that has a lot of heart. In fact, the story is deceptively simple and is classic Disney in many ways. Family suffer tragedy. Family must undergo further turmoil. On a
Funny
physical
way
and
I said
emotional
that.
journey
The
that
way
at
I
the end of their
described this
quest,
from the article I
resolves
read
the personal
is
issues
basically
and
the way to
better
describe the Lion King story.
You know, you just described the Lion King without describing.
And that's what I
the
just
movie is,
said,
a
other
right
me.
animated
Thank
movie.
you.
Wait, that's the wrong film, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Nemo.
see the point? Thank
That's
you,
the
Utter Me,
idea.
for theorizing that.
Oh, do I? Building on Pixar successes, they can seemingly only go upwards. To be honest, I was becoming a little tiresome of the double acts that seem to populate all of their films. A Bug's Life added a few additional elements. Next year's The Incredibles looks to be a complete and welcome change of pace. Here I find the Albert Brooks, Ellen DeGeneres partnership offered much more than usual, very much stuck in the same mold as produced Woody and Buzz and Mike and Sully. The playing here meant that while they were together for much for the film, it wasn't so buddy-buddy as before, with Marlon acting as a father the way through, and Dory as a sweet-natured but forgetful friend. Now that there is any allusion to them becoming romantic partners, helps this help this relationship
twist
remain
number one
valid
right
and
there.
believable for
I
a
light up
Fish
the-
movie and
the-
helps
the
the audience
podcast.
tap into this amazing world and keep up our suspension of reality. Sitting with my friend who just became a dad himself, it was interesting to note which scenes played best with him, and for the most part, it seemed to be the ones where characters bonded. For me, I love Pixar humor, and Nemo has it in bucket loads. The trick is to watch whoever on screen is not doing the talking, and you'll find that you'll get twice the laughs, or make that triple the laughs. Tell no one. Backgrounds in
I
Pixar
kinda
films
made a
are also
reference to
things
the
to
Grinch
check out,
2000
especially
right there.
on DVD. And there are some great details to find, such as trinkets and characters from the upcoming movies Cars and The Incredibles. Not to
Cars
mention
wasn't until
one simple
wait, it's in
one quick
production. I
cameo
get it.
from Toy Story. If you look at the dentist's office, that is. Dialogue in Pixar films is also always very strong, and the actors help pay off any lackluster lines that are to be found here. Now, not that there are many. The script bounces along and always tops itself up if there's a full lull approaching. On a digital theater screen, I did find the image that had that usual overly too clean look that plagues the Pixar films. The company also markets the industry's standard computer tool, RenderMan, an application that is used by many of the top effects people in the business to compose shots and place CG objects into live action environments. Strangely, they seem to find using this powerful application in their own movies a little difficult. On more than one occasion, I have been jolted out of a Pixar movie by some fails and textures.
Oh, jolted? You mean
that
like
just do not seem to-
meow?
My least favorite character to date in this respect has been Mike from Monsters, Inc., a CG character who does not seem organic to me at all. This may also be, of course, because he is placed next to something so amazingly lifelike throughout the film that he comes off a poor second. With Nemo, I was pleasantly surprised to find that pretty much all elements meshed quite nicely together. Only in the opening sequences I think that perhaps the fish were too clear overall to be under the sea. But once the visual approach had settled in, I was hooked for the ride. And
When the article said under the sea twice, or probably more than 3 times, I think I almost don't want to sing the lyrics out from The Little Mermaid, because I'm thinking of a different kind of movie here.
Here, character animation in CG is raised up several notches. There are moments when dialogue does not have to be spoken to convey an animation, something that CG usually handles by playing everything broad. Suppley is in great supply in the film, and the voice cast gets to play a wide range of emotions. This is also probably Pixar's first big cast film. While the others had a very decent array of talent, such as A-listers Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, John Goodman, and Billy Crystal, Finding Nemo has the kind of cast that is usually drawn into DreamWorks animation-type lineups. As Marlin, Brooks portrays the father with several layers, usually missing in his caricatures he sometimes plays in The Simpsons. DeGeneres practically plays herself and comes off best with some of the fun.
I never knew Marlon Brooks played Homer in The Simpsons. Oh,
Is
wait.
a high point.
He didn't.
As for the rest, well, how's this? William Dafoe, Jeffrey Rush, making something of a Disney career for himself with this and Pirates of the Caribbean. Barry Humphries, Dami Edna, him/herself. Hulking Eric Bana. Oh, I get it. Because Eric Bana played us the Hulk in the 2003.
The same
As if I
VA
didn't-
BTW
I didn't
for
know
those who are
that
curious.
until now. Austin Pendleton.
The truth is, I
Muppet
never knew
movie.
Eric Bana played as
Elizabeth
Hulk in 2003
and
while he was
animation
also in Finding
stalwarts,
Nemo.
Brad Garrett, various Disney Toon series, Stephen Root, King of the Hill, and Ice Age, plus a couple of Pixar crew as additional voices. Storyman Joe Ramp is Jocks, while
Ramp.
director Andrew Stanton voices Crush, the memorable turtle who helps Marlin and Dory and almost steals the film. Making his customary Pixar appearance is John Rastenberger, And way down in the list is Nicholas
Of
Byrne,
course.
the son of the
Oh, wait.
Incredibles and
Isn't
Iron
he the
Giant
same guy that
director
did Ham?
Brad, here making his
Coincidence?
first foray
I
into
think
animation.
yes.
My one small bugbear.
I've heard of bed bugs, but never
bugbear.
I was gonna say that, other me. Thank you.
With the film overall was that it appeared to have 3 endings. One too many for me. Once Nemo has been found, I could see the point of including his final rescue of the other fish in the fisherman's net. But it did feel a little tagged on. It's only really there to prove that he can fend for himself, something that he does, in fact, do repeatedly throughout the film. As an additional action sequence, excuse me, I just wanted things to wrap up a little quicker. Perhaps some of the problem that was that the fish in the net on the whole were indistinguishable from each other. And after an hour and a half from very strong, very entertaining characters and personalities, it maybe needed a comedy fish within the group to help carry the sequence along. That said, it rounds the film up and finishes things up on a high note. There are plenty of such high note moments throughout the film, as well as the many in-jokes and pokes at Pixar and Disney's past. The Pizza Planet truck makes another appearance, as well as the mermaid from Knick Knack. One of the boats the characters fly past in the dock is named
Here it comes.
Skip-a-dad-dee-doo.
Here it comes.
Skip-a-dad-dee-doo-dad. Skip-a-dee-doo-dad. Skip-a-dee-doo-dad.
I better not hear people say that I'm trying to say skibbity toilet.
Yeah. Skip-a-dad-dee-doo-dad.
Just remember, guys, I'm not saying skibbity. Wait.
Skip-a-dee-doo.
If I said skibbity myself by accident, I would be like,
gosh darn it.
I could have had an opportunity for me to shout.
Why does this remind me of La Da Dee for some reason?
Yeah, again, I almost said the lyrics from Cody Simpson's La Da Dee from the end credits of the second Hollywood Chance of Meatballs movie. Just for the comedian, I don't know, comedian take on this here. Yeah.
La da dee la da da do. La da da dee dee la la da da you. No. Why am I saying the lyrics of La Da Dee from Cody Simpson now?
I just said that, other me. Thank you again.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed in a very good way.
Another is the Shirley.
I almost said Shirley from Shaun of Sheep, didn't I?
Shirley Merman. And a quick rendition of A Whale of a Tale made me laugh. Oh, why not the Skippity-Doo, whatever the heck that was called? It's Ned the Sailor song from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The Disney film that featured a captain named Nemo. Wait, you're saying Nemo was a human and not a fish?
Well, it was nice knowing you.
There are also references to Aardman Animation's trademark and style in the seagulls, with their pointy heads and dotted eyes, as well as their Wallace and Gromit characters who live at 62 West Wallaby Street in those movies, while the dentist's office is located at nearby 42 Wallaby Way. Most obvious, of course, is Barry Humphrey's shark Bruce, named for the mechanical monster in Jaws. Also, be sure to stick around for the final credits. Though we are not treated to many of Pixar's famous outtakes this time around, and we miss them to this day forward, the scroll has been tinted with
unless Elio counts.
The film. Plus one from another.
I heard
Pixar
Elio
game.
has bloopers again,
and we
apparently.
know
Yeah, they do.
if you've seen the credits. There's also a funny gag that plays right at the end, which is truly worth waiting for, worth waiting around for. Oh, is it? I can see the screenshot of the end credit right now. Now, do you mention it? There is so much to Finding Nemo. To Finding Nemo. To finding to finding. Let me fix that. There is so much to the movie called Finding Nemo, especially in the much talked about visuals that is very easy to like. It's light years ahead of what was possible in such films. Yeah, such films as such films as The Incredible Mr. Limpet, and most certainly contains the funniest fish in the movie since Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Raising the bar for animated movies once again, it'll be interesting to see how DreamWorks combats Pixar's work here with their own fishy flick, Shark Tale, an undersea mob comedy. Oh, wait. Was there a teaser for Shark Tale in 2003 animated views? I don't think so.
I don't know.
As for Nemo itself, well, this movie can only be described accurately as a fish called Wonder. Is this thing loaded? If you want fun extras on a Disney DVD, then a Pixar disc is the place for you. You mean place for you? Sounds like an interesting word to say. Or straight into the main menu, where I stayed for the entire 2-minute intro simply because it was too funny. And I thought the Shrek 2 DVD menu was hilarious. Oh, wait. They both were. The characters for the movie all provide new vocals from each menu, and it's amusing just to sit and listen to them play out. Each selection features a little Nemo icon at the bottom left of the screen, which, when clicked, clears the menu choices out of the way and turns the intro screen into virtual aquarium. At least that's what the packaging says. It does feel somewhat like that, but it's also a great excuse to examine Pixar's backdrops. The first video-based extra is a short intro from directors Andrew Stanton and Lee Unkrich. Setting up the set, they offer a quick tour of what to expect over the 2 discs and point out the aquarium icon. The backdrops are also accessible in the bonus features menu, revealing that there are 7 to see on this disc. Also hidden in the bonus menu are a couple of Easter eggs that hide some fun little things. For the first time in Pixar's history...
I'm going to pause until Duke gets back.
Okay.
I was about to say that when it comes to DVDs like this, I just can't get over the nostalgia here. And like I said, I'm glad I got my own 2003 copy because I just can't get over the newer releases because they're a snooze fest, if you ask me.
Yeah.
A documentary crew followed the production through,
and people may also be asking,
conception to completion.
Would I watch Cars on Disney
Results
Plus?
are in the 25-minute documentary Making Nemo.
Not with all the memories I had with the older DVD.
It's a fascinating look into the production process at the studio. Presented in 4:3, the image has been retained inside a 16:9 anamorphic frame, meaning less flipping of display modes for those with widescreen sets. Nice. Part EBK, part meaty doc. The film really is worth catching and features interviews with the main players as well as research footage, test animation, and the general craziness that is the Pixar Animation Studios. What is not pointed out anywhere is that fact that this documentary has actually been chapter indexed, though I could not find any info marking this out. It packs in a great deal and covers a lot of in-depth ground for a relatively short piece, such as the dangers of making Nemo's world too real, and the pacey editing keeps things moving along. Interesting and fun. Design Galleries offers 4 additional options: art review, characters, environments, and color script. Presented in 2 ways, either with music or with commentary. Art review is an over 8-minute piece that takes a look at pre-production concept art produced for the film. Interesting to know. Although the music only version is nice and
Hey, Duke, are you still there?
showcases more of Thomas Newman's score, the commentary from production designer Ralph Eggleston, character art director Rick Navira, and shading art director Robin Cooper makes more sense, especially as the three intro themselves with drawn caricatures of themselves and talk us through the paintings.
It's
the music
my
score is
all-time
also
favorite
present on this version, and it seems the only one to see as images can still be framed for closer inspection.
Yeah, closer inspection. Yeah. Wonder what Duke's doing.
I don't know, but right now he's on mute.
Yeah, I can see that. Where's on Instagram? Discord. Okay. But like I said, yes, Finding Nemo was my all-time favorite Pixar film, Josh.
Yep. It's all-time classic. Mine.
Mine.
Well, it sounds like Duke's back, so...
All right. Running almost 7 minutes, Characters is a great way to study the sculpted maquettes that inspired the animators while creating the movie. Each character from Marlin, Dory, and Nemo to Nigel and Darla. Huh?
Since when was Darla part of this? Oh,
What?
wait. She was in the movie already.
Why is Darla here again? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I know why she's there. Anyway, it's shown either as individual clips running a few clips or as a whole. The statues are rotated once, giving us a full perspective while hand-drawn concept art floats by in the background and around the sides. While this doesn't allow for a close-up look at the 2D art, this is a nice new way of presenting such material. Mouse, don't make me read this. Start over reading this again. Such material. There are more. Oh wait, while this doesn't allow for a close-up look at the 2D art, this is a nice new way of presenting such material. That's where I was at. Okay. There are more concept works to be found in environments, a series of still images that show individual backdrops and props that were created and used in the movie. There are 3 locations to explore the reef: the ocean, to explore the reef, the ocean, and the harbors, each with several subsections and various images within those. Plenty of amazingly intricate details to discover. Finally, the color script plays out. Over 300 of Ralph Eggleston's original guide drawings, made to convey the mood of each individual scene. These can also be stepped through using the next button on the viewer's remote. The big attraction on disc 1 is the visual commentary, which elaborates on the footage seen in the Nemo documentary, as well as presenting alternate and deleted scenes within the movie. Playing along the same lines as the Treasure Planet's commentary, the speakers, such as directors Andrew and Lee and co-writer Bob Peterson, come to a halt at specific moments to intro a video clip that elaborates on what they are saying. In all, this adds up to another 30 minutes of material, and unlike the Treasure Planet commentary, it does not repeat material we may have seen in other sections. Even better is the fact that these extra clips has been indexed with a separate submenu, which makes searching for individual segments within the commentary a breeze, as well as a play off selection that automatically runs them through. A really good way of presenting all of the available footage. The commentary itself is what you expect. Interesting, never boring, never make you want to mood. insights into the production with the 3 filmmakers, which covers absolutely all areas of production. The speakers are placed left, center, right, and right across the soundstage. So even when there is overlap, they all remain clear. As for the video-based extras, they serve up an amazing amount of intricate detail, such as revealing that the initial test for the Duke
is having a stroke right now. Wait, I am having a stroke.
Anemone.
I was just about to correct that. It feels like I was having a stroke there for a second.
I just said that already.
In the film was Monster Sully's hair thickened up a little, as well as showing the creating and lighting of the Reef voice sessions. Stanton selling the film to merchandise licensees. The differences between real and fake Aussies, particle test, a music and sound effects only clip, a progression reel, the problems animating jellyfish, video footage of DeGeneres speaking whale, early water and swim tests, scoring session, multi-language seagulls, more concept art, and a touching tribute to animator Glenn McQueen that runs almost 3 minutes in itself. To the credit of those involved in putting the disc together, there is very little overlap, and these sequences lead in and out of the commentary very easily, as well as playing fine on their own. Deleted scenes include an alternate dream story version of Nemo's mother's death, Marlin searching for Nemo's school, an extra shark scene featuring a game played with a live mine, a not-so-nice Gale, more transcendental take on Crush and Dory, and a longer Nemo in a sewer sequence, all shown in their original storyboard forms. Also included are some audio outtakes of Brooks trying to deliver Marlin's joke, and DeGeneres improvising her sleeping state, which is fairly amusing. Though more than just these on a voice cast overall would have been a big bonus. On to Disc 2. And if you've been wondering where all the usual plugs for other Disney products have been hidden, then wonder no more. As the disc spins for the first the theatrical teaser for Pixar's Next, The Incredibles, in a great 2.35 anamorphic showing. Even better is our first sneak peek at full animation for Disney's last hope for 2D animation, 2004's Home on a Range, which looks like it absolutely recaptures the magic of the 1990s features, complete with Alan Menken's music, irrelevant comedy, and stunning 1950s styled animation similar to The Emperor's New Groove. Wasn't The Emperor's New Groove in 2000 exactly?
Yeah.
Other previews include Santa Claus 2, Lion King 1.5, Spy Kids 3D, even though it is not from Walt Disney, and a single trailer look at 3 upcoming special editions: Alice in Wonderland, Pocahontas, featuring a new song from Mel Gibson, Could They Have Really Inserted If I Never Knew You Back In, and Lilo and Stitch. Did they really get the special editions exactly, guys? Kind of a yes, but for the most part, no. Because while we did have the special edition for Alice in Wonderland in 2004 as the Masterpiece Edition, of course, THX certified. Meanwhile, Pocahontas wasn't until 2005 for its 10th anniversary. Meanwhile, Lilo and Stitch has been in development heck, as the 2-disc was actually in 2009. So we didn't get a 2-disc of Lilo and Stitch till 2009, simply because of, no, I don't know, maybe Disney didn't have enough time. And since the movie itself was already THX certified, I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, After the trailers, we're led into the dentist's fish tank for a swim through of the backdrop before it finally rests to display the main menu. Here, the little Nemo icon is present again, and when selected, shows off one of 4 detailed layouts. This time with some extra new character animation featuring the cast and worth sticking around for. The disc, on the whole,
that's true.
is more of a look at the real undersea world, rather than Nemo's make-believe. First up, and let's get this quickly out of the way, is a full-framed, recomposed version of the movie. Although it looked like a simple open mat to me, and excluding what it looked like in IMAX, and frustratingly so, as it does throw up a serious discussion on which one to go for. Whereas everything on this one is geared toward the 16:9 viewer, anything that was shot 4:3 is placed within a 16:9 frame. On disc 2, everything is pretty much a 4:3 based, taking the lead from the movie. Another intro from director Stanton and Unkrich set things up for the discoveries ahead, after which I went right into the bonus materials. Mr. Ray's Encyclopedia takes an educational but always fun look at the real-life stars of Finding Nemo, with live-action footage of 13 of the species shown in the film. Playable, all together, this adds up to another 7.5 minutes of material and will enhance the viewing of the movie due to showing the attention to detail that the crew maintained, as well as providing kids with a real knowledge of how these creatures live and survive, even if Mr. Ray isn't always too hot on this information. There's also a pretty funny Easter egg to be found here too. Thank you, Pixar, for not adding the anglerfish on Mr. Ray's Encyclopedia. Fish Charades is a fun set-top game for 1 or 2 players that is introed by Crush the Turtle. It's actually quite fun, being a race against time to work out which object from 4 the school fish are grouping together to approximate. Not sure if it has much repeatability though, as on a second go many of the objects were very obviously the same, and I think the lack of a varied selection of random objects will probably make this a less visited section of the disc than it might have been. Story time is a basic.
It's a really fun game, you know.
I bet.
I don't know if Duke's played it yet on his DVD. But... I'm gonna ask him what's why his mic is muted.
And meanwhile, we have Ezra quoting SpongeBob in the chat.
Of course he is. Zit. All right. Zip this out. All right. Ow. All right. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Followed by a blood-curdling scream of agony.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Wah.
Seriously, I can't. I am looking forward to whatever horrific punishment Bowser gets in part 2.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's probably gonna get beaten up again. I just want something painful to happen to him in part 2, because not because I'm a sadist, but because he pisses me off. Although I do take 6 points of enjoyment. Anyway, yeah. Shh. Doon 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 doon. Dang it. Wonder what he's doing. Yeah. Hey, yo! Fresh! Under horse told it. Wow. Mr. Ramps. Oh my god.
Oh
my
my
God.
gosh, again.
Start screaming.
I don't know what to do. These guys are just doing something that they're not supposed to do. Irish is just climbing. And Investigator is crying in his sleep again.
I'm just waiting for Duke to come back from whatever he's doing.
Okay.
And while I'm doing so, I'm making random sounds.
Yep.
That's how the Sims talk.
Oh, do doubly, do doubly, do doubly, do doubly.
Warehouse mamas up
Alright. I'm back. I had to save a frog that got trapped in some kind of a hole next to my brother's bedroom's window.
Oh, okay, that explains.
Oh.
Yeah, that frog was a little, a little pesky. But I saved not one, but 3. So that's a good thing, though. Otherwise, the frog would have been dead. Too soon?
And short additional read-along story for smaller children, featuring Nemo and Marlin. Either playable as a read story or able to be stepped through for self-reading, the tale is sweet and designed with illustrations that reminded me of the little golden books that were issued when the film was in theaters. The read-along version is more fun. having been animated and including additional music, dialogue, and songs from the film. Nicely done and just right for younger audiences. Running a brisk 6.5 minutes. Was there? It looks like it's maybe it's little children's book because looks more like a blue ribbon award, but
I was very confused back then because I know Pixar used to do. I mean, children's books used to have something for promoting for the movie. I wish they do that nowadays. Again,
behind the scenes menu offers up a variety of further options. There's another Dory-based Easter egg before heading to character interviews, which takes a new animation and joke cast chat with Marlin, Dory, Nemo, and Bruce the Shark in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The studio tour features Nemo voice Alexander Gould's quest to find out how they turned his vocals into a fully animated
little did I
character.
know that Alexander actually was, I think,
this is a
Bambi
5 or
and
so
Bambi 2.
Turning to take storyboards, kind of looking like a big comic book. Character design, animation. Animators are kind of like actors, but we act through the computer, lighting, and effects. Though it covers much of the same ground as the documentary on disc 1, this is aimed at the younger audiences and it's worth checking out for its infectious Pixar spirit. Staying in the behind-the-scenes section, Publicity showing off the teaser and trailers that helped Finding Nemo open to such box office bonanza takings. Unfortunately, in keeping with the 4:3 nature of this disc, they are only presented in letterbox non-anamorphic widescreen. But my feeling is that it's better to have them at all rather than not, as has been the case with some recent Disney issues. The teaser that was included in last year's Monsters Inc. disc is here, as well as
yes, the teaser that Marlin volunteered to K himself or N himself from after a silly antic story did.
As TV spots.
Hit a bigger fish, swallow me.
All of the trailers
I will
are
voluntarily go
well
on
cut
a
and
hook.
evoke the feeling of the movie well. Through a playoff function that would have been great here, especially for the TV spots. It's all welcome stuff, though, topped off with a print gallery featuring 18 poster images.
Now I'm always curious to
Also
know what the
accessible
card
from
would have
both
looked
bonus
like.
and main menus is the much advertised Exploring the Reef, a 7-minute look at the real world that Finding Nemo is set in. Jean Mitchell Castillo hosts the mini doc, which starts off as one of those round-the-world pieces often shown on the Discovery Channel, National Geographic, or should I say, Animal Planet. But any reservation that this is going to be anything less than fun is quickly thrown out, as Castillo is joined on screen by Dory, Marlin, and Nemo by way of new animation meshed in with the beautiful, and real of course, live-action backgrounds. It's a very well-made extra and features some obviously time-consuming and expensive new animation, which has been put together exclusively for the disc, and is highly amusing as Castillo tries to keep things fact-based while the cast play havoc with his narration. The animated cast themselves don't always fit it with their real-world counterparts, but to point out such shortcomings is to miss the point. This is a very fine and well-made bonus, DVD bonus, and we learned quite a few things along the way, too. No bad thing. The only fishy thing I found about the extras in the set was the inclusion of Pixar's previously released short
Something
film.
smells fishy up in here.
That's because what is presented is not the original version.
There isn't.
And thank God for that. But rather a Disney-fied re-rendering that cleans up some of the original humor that defined its computer geek filmmakers. At the time, these guys were all free and single, and knew what assets they appreciated in eyeing up an attractive lady. You can guess where their attentions lay. By 2003, they're all married and settled down with kids and are somewhat embarrassed by their almost teenage outlook on a female anatomy. So a cleanup was requested and transferring the computer files for this new presentation, which basically removes the rather obvious charms of a couple well-endowed female figurines and replaces them with, well, nothing. The short follows the attempts of a snow globe-bound snowman to break free and party with the other keepsakes on display high up on the shelf. Nothing like old-fashioned Warner Bros. Hanna-Barbera cartoons you get here.
And as I mentioned for the knick-knack short, I am thankful that it's not the original short because, you know,
and though the original caricatures were admittedly not exactly politically correct, the whole thing was done.
We don't talk about the original Knick-Knack 1989 short. No.
Girls were made of plastic after all. That the main joke has been taken away does not retract from the comic actions of the snowman in any way, but it does subdue his initial reaction. And I've seen far more suggestive things on TV's Bay Beach, for example, which is a highly successful family show. However, the short can be found in its original form on a new VHS, Tiny Toy Story, and on the original Toy Story Laserdisc set. Wait. Are they
For number one, I almost made a reference to Bruno Mars shouting "oops" every time I hear that whenever I play Smoothie Operator from Rough Men. And the moment I looked up the Toy Story Laserdisc on Google and to see if the original Laserdisc was actually in, Jack warned me, don't tell the viewer, because
that's what I thought.
Don't show the viewer.
I won't.
I would never say tell you what the original knick-knack was, because I don't want to make this like rated R or
The changes will make no difference for anyone who is seeing the short for the first time, but for us older fans, it's just not quite the same. Knick-Knack on this disc is saved from too much scoffing though, as it is presented in 1.85 anamorphic widescreen, and we have also been provided with an insightful optional commentary from director John Lasseter and technical director Abed Osby, who elaborate on the inspiration and making of the 3.5-minute short, though nothing on the 2003 revisions. It seems the inflated chest on the female knickknacks and knickknacks are the only things missing in action either. There's nothing to be found
too soon about the original knickknacks, didn't I?
DVD-ROM section either. However, and as with Nemo himself, I found that the extras on this new set were small, but perfectly formed. While not as extensive as the 2-discer for Monsters, Inc. or the Ultimate Toy Story box, fans and newcomers of Finding Nemo will find that there is something for everyone. Disc 1 features the full array of features we've come to expect from the best top drawer releases. Commentary, deleted scenes, documentary, and featurettes. While Disc 2 holds more kid-oriented material that those who want to check out for the sheer fun of it. As long as you don't include the original knick-knack, then I'm fine with it. And I'm
Which
actually
we
okay
don't.
with it being Disney fine and kid friendly for most of us.
So am I.
It seems Disney has really taken the furrow over the lack of inserts in its recent titles to heart, as The Lion King and Sleeping Beauty both sported pretty nifty outer packaging in addition to nicely designed cover art and inserts. Nemo continues to trend, and while the cardboard slipcase does not fold open as those two previous two discs did, it does have a remarkable watery glow to the box. I was hoping that the cover inside would offer a different front image. The water cover features the final advertised art with Dory, Marlin, and the turtles. But we are given the same art on the extra cover, sans the water effect. A nice touch, perfectly in keeping with the theme of the movie, and while it only duplicates what is to be found on the real cover, the box art is a clever and fun addition. Don't forget that this is a Disney disc deal, and be warned that kids opening the set for the first time will find a multitude of instant savings and pushes for other Nemo and Disney products. The whole thing is topped up with the insert booklet, which opens up as usual on the Disney Double Disc set to offer a navigation menu to help find your way around the bonus features and scene selection options. And of course, Pixar and Disney back in the day gave us a lot of fun bonus features and insert booklets that we used to get.
Which I wish they continue doing till this day forward. That's a perfect way to describe
If you get my point,
the new
then
releases. Except me going,
what did you expect? Despite some worries from early promo copies about going about which claim to have compression issues, I found nothing wrong with this rendering of Finding Nemo. A direct digital to digital transfer. Detail is super beat, right down to the individual scales on Little Nemo. And though there is some slight artifacting on some of the shots, it is nowhere near as bad as some would have you think, and no more so than the usual kind of compression that has to take in water and reflective textures. Presented in the originally framed 1.78 weight ratio, there is also the usual family-friendly full-frame version on disc 2, referring for 1.33. There's not that much more to say. Nemo looks great. A good, strong Dolby Digital X track heads up this release and does a good job of approximating on what a DTS track might have offered. The Dolby track is pretty aggressive for a film of this sort, down to the sound design of Skywalker Ranch and longtime Pixar collaborators Gary Summers and Radstraw. The track is perhaps therefore very comparable.
I am sure Skywalker Ranch is where THX was made.
Uses of directional speakers. In the louder moments, a good system will put you right in the ocean, while the dialogue and other important effects are reproduced just as they should be. LFE is present, but maybe could have been used more in helping to conjure up the undersea world. That's why we have THX again, marking a change from the Randy Newman score Pixar films of the past. His cousin Thomas steps up to the task here with a very different take on action cues. Most recently, lauded for the music for Road to Perdition, Newman has also written two of my favorite scores, Meet Joe Black and The Shawshank Redemption. He brings his string-based
I highly
orchestrations
recommend
to
the
the fore
Shawshank
in Nemo,
Redemption.
providing war themes juxtaposed with stark musical stabs. It's a fine score that fits into the soundscape perfectly and contributes much to the underlying emotion as the story unfolds. All in all, a very enjoyable mix. English, French, and Spanish subtitles are also included, although the tracks for French and Spanish are only available on the full-frame version. Apart from the annoying full-frame included transfer that throws open the whole animation open back debate again, though kudos to Pixar again for providing a reformatted frame that keeps the intention of the wider image intact, Finding Nemo supplements make this a great addition to the growing number of must-have DVDs. Coupled with the amazing film, an eventual Academy Award winner for Best Animated Feature, it's simply fantastic.
nice pun right there, animated views.
Main feature 9 out of 10, supplements 8 out of 10, video image 10 out of 10, soundtrack 9/10, overall 9/10. Animated views, you're more interesting than DVD Disney.
Yeah, that's true. Seriously. By the way, Duke.
Oh my god.
When he turns his microphone, there he is. Animated Views also did a review of the Shrek 2 DVD. If you want to read that, after the few-day break is done. Those are rats. Yay! Alright. Oh, hi.
Oh, Duke, there's a Snoopy on your head.
Snoopy.
Oh no. 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 Okay. I hope I don't get copyright for this. Probably not. It's just Andrew Stanley Youngridge talking. But still.
What the heck? No.
No, no, no.
It has
I'm
been like 1 hour.
I'm actually going to show both introductions. Yeah, I'm going to show both introductions. 'Cause why not? Starting with the one from this one. Eric Gregory, whoever that is. Hold on, Andrea Lee. I gotta put you on my share screen.
Oh, great. Season 3 of the Dora reboot.
No. Ugh.
Meanwhile, we have the live action Dora, which will take over the one we have.
Yeah.
I would prefer that more than that.
I mean, the only good thing I say about the Dora reboot is that at least it had a better animation than how Barney's World had, aka the absolute brain rot that show had.
Right. Yeah.
I don't hate Mattel, but I will never forgive them for tormenting me with Barney's World ads over and over and over again. Just why? Send help.
Get Barney. Okay.
I'm gonna show the. Yeah.
Huh?
Hello and welcome to Pixar. No, really, we're at Pixar. I can prove it. Go ahead. See, that's John Lasseter. So we're at Pixar.
You just
Okay.
pulled him into this
Welcome
frame.
to Disc 1 of Finding Nemo. I'm Andrew Stanton, the director of the film. And I'm Lee Unkrich, the co-director. We're excited to present
And
these
the
two discs
director
with
of
direct
Toy
digital
Story
transfers
3
of the film,
and
a widescreen
Coco, as
version
far as
here
I
on Disc
heard.
1 and a full-frame version on Disc 2. Now, if I were you, I'd start by watching the widescreen version of the film on this disc, and then watch the in-depth documentary Making Nemo. For the first time at Pixar, we had a documentary filmmaker recording the production right along with us. And then watch the film again, but this time you should turn the visual commentary on.
Oh yeah, this is really cool. The visual commentary
Look
has
at John Lester in the
audio
background.
narration during the movie. In addition, every few minutes
He's like,
we'll illustrate
"Give
an
me
aspect of
attention,
making the
please."
movie with a short video clip.
Oh,
and
wait.
there's a little
He
fish
had the
icon up on
attention in
menus,
the
and when
Toy
you select it,
Story.
the menu text will disappear.
And Toy Story
Turn the
2.
TV into a virtual aquarium.
What is he doing? You silly
Those
Is
are
he
just some of
trying
the
to
highlights,
swim
but there are
in
plenty of other
air?
things for you to find, including some Easter egg surprises.
So grab your remote, sit back, and enjoy the 2-disc DVD edition of
Okay,
Finding
but
Nemo.
that was-
At least Lee didn't mistake in the movie as we were seeing Mary Poppins or whatever movie we were just think.
I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show that introduction next.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, in disc 1, Dory mentioned that she always wanted to see The Little Mermaid.
Downfall Television's Big 3. I don't know. Okay.
Hello, welcome to Disc 2 of Finding Nemo. I'm Andrew Stanton, the director of the film.
And I'm Lee Unkrich, the co-director.
You now have
Again,
two pristine
director
versions
of Toy
the film
Story
direct
3 and
from the digital
Coco,
source.
for those
You
who
have
are
a widescreen
curious.
version on disc 1, and here on disc 2, a full-frame version that fits a standard TV.
But instead of chopping off parts of the frame to make the image fit, we've actually extended the image so you won't miss anything.
After the movie,
Kind of like what
discover the wonder of the
VHS
ocean by
tapes used to
watching
do back then.
Exploring the Reef with Jean-Michel Cousteau.
Then watch our 1989 short film, Knick Knack.
Learn about the
Again,
real-life fish
let's
of
be
Finding
thankful it's
Nemo
not the
in
original
Mr. Ray's
Knick Knack.
Encyclopedia.
Test your guessing skills with the game Fish Charades.
And kids can listen to A Tale of Nemo in story time.
I thought the
Just
story time
one.
was going to
When
be
you
a
select
retold of the
fish
movie
icon,
in.
the menu text will disappear, turning your TV into a virtual aquarium.
Which
And of
I
course,
would
there's a
want to
few
see
Easter
all
eggs
day.
on this disc as well.
But I can't
So
because I
grab your
can't let
remote,
my DVD
sit
wear
back,
out.
And enjoy disc 2 of Mary Poppins.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
I miss these kind of bonus features. I wish that newer releases could have done something like this again.
I know, but it has been like 1 hour since the stream started.
Leon Cringe, what did you think we were watching?
Toast.
Seriously, Mr. Unkrich, what did he think we were watching?
I was about to say the same thing, cuz.
Enjoy this too, Mary Poppins. Andrew had to correct him. Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo.
Just like how Marlon did in disc 1, thinking that we were seeing The Little Mermaid, but at the end of the day, we were not.
Back then, I was like, I wish it was Mary Poppins and not Finding Nemo, because I used to be terrified, like deathly terrified of Darla. Like, you have no idea. She was like a phobia I had.
And the Santa Claus 2 trailer I'll never get over. I mean, it's a fun trailer after all, with the exception of that he's got to get married? And then, no. That's gonna leave a mark.
That's gonna leave a mark. What, oh god.
There! Now this title's a knockout!
Oh no, you turned into a tea kettle!
Uh-oh.
I sound like Dream when he had his tea kettle laugh back there. I don't know why.
What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I cannot wait to spend the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, playing with both discs. After I get the slipcover, that is, because the slipcover's a lot of fun. Because I threw my slipcover away. That's why Duke bought me a new one. Yeah. Yeah.
Matcha, what you doing?
Well, uh-oh. Ouch.
Ouch. What's that, Melody? You heard of Bailey? Snoopy. Snoopy poops.
Zit, zit.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find a.
Now I'm laughing at seeing Dream's Tea Kettle laugh compilation.
Oh gosh. Okay. I mean, you guys have no idea how much I used to be terrified of this little.
Those teeth. Those teeth. Stay alive. Stay alive. Too soon?
All right.
You know, for kids.
I mean, seriously, look at this. Poor Chuckles.
Hashtag F in the chat for Knuckles. No, Chuckles. Wait, why say Knuckles the Echidna? Oh, wait.
Oh. You can see why this character used to terrify me.
The cosplays. Why does it have to be the cosplays?
I mean, her face terrified me.
If I had those teeth, if my teeth was like Darla's, then my whole life would be a lie.
Oh gosh.
Well, I'd rather have my wisdom teeth removed over getting my teeth like Darla's. And I don't want to know what my teeth would look like if it was like Darla's.
Oh gosh.
Find a happy place, find a happy place, find a happy place.
Oh gosh, dude. Doom, 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 doom. Tapping on the glass. Oh, right. Mr. Incredible. If I can...
Such a coincidence because there's the teaser trailer for that movie.
Yeah. Okay. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Look, he's right there.
Yep.
Hi, Buzz. What are you doing in Finding Nemo?
Maybe someone must have bought him from Al's or something.
Oh god.
I wonder what Toy Story 5 is going to look like with 50 Buzzes in play mode.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
Hmm.
Mr. Incredible. Blah, blah, blah.
So, what should we
Wow.
do? Since there's a couple of since it's been a couple of like hours and minutes since the stream started.
Yeah, true. Think Mr. Incredible comic book that this kid is reading.
Pixar, you're really clever at giving us more cameos for upcoming movies back then. You know that?
Hey, yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, you're right. Maybe I should end the stream off.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
Well, guys, that was a good live stream. But now it's time for me to end it off. I'll see you all next time. Maybe next time me and Duke do another podcast.
Peace out.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
And it's time to. But I can't leave the studio yet. I gotta end the stream.